Before we begin, I want to take a moment to tell you what these Friday episodes are and what they're not. These aren't recaps, they're not summaries, and they're not here to give you more to do. These episodes exist because insight doesn't always land cleanly, and sometimes something resonates and also unsettles you. Sometimes clarity brings relief and grief, and Friday reflections are a place to slow that down. To let what you heard earlier in the week settle, and not just in your mind, but in your body. You don't need to listen perfectly, you don't need to take notes, and you don't have to figure anything out for now. This is just a small pause, a place to breathe, a place to stay with yourself while you're changing. Remember, there's no urgency fixing, just noticing. Before we begin, let's take a breath together. If part of you loved this week's episode and another part immediately panicked, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Let's slow this moment down together. And here's what I think was really happening underneath this week's episode. We've been conditioned to believe that responsible adults have plans, that clarity comes before action, that you should know where you're going before you start walking. But reinvention doesn't usually start with a map. It starts with direction. So if your mind keeps asking, what does this turn into? What's the 5-year plan? Where does this lead? This isn't a lack of vision. It's fear trying to create certainty before certainty is actually available. And that makes sense. The more or less never exercise isn't meant to answer everything. It's meant to give you a compass. More, less, never again. That's enough to begin moving without burning anything down. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need the whole plan. You need a compass. A compass doesn't map every step. It just points you in a direction. You're not behind. You're not late. You haven't missed your window. You're designing, not escaping. And design is iterative. It changes, it evolves. It doesn't require certainty or perfection to begin. You don't need to figure it all out this weekend. Just hold your more, your less, your never again. Let that be enough for now. No urgency, no fixing, just noticing. I'll meet you back here Tuesday. This is The Joy Shift with Kylie Suarez. Okay, here's what I have to say to make the lawyers happy. The Joy Shift podcast with Kylie Suarez shares my personal views and the experiences of my guests. It's meant for inspiration and conversation, not medical, psychological, or financial advice. Everyone's situation is different. Before making any big changes in your life, talk with your healthcare provider, mental health team, financial advisor, or another qualified professional. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Always choose what's right for you.